Hey everybody, Bert from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Warhammer Empire campaign playthrough. And we suffered quite the loss in the last episode. Unfortunately, our army under the command of, I guess, Lord Balthazar Gelt, I'm not sure what his title was at the time. It might have been Treasurer, actually, I honestly don't remember. Anywho, his army got caught in a bad position, and the Vampire Count army here attacked him. We tried to retreat, and he fled even closer to Castle Drakenhof, and they attacked him again. He could not retreat again, and so the army was severely outnumbered and eventually crushed. I did manage to wound the enemy lord, though, and so they had to throw this guy in here, Reinhard Posner. And so they've got a level 1 hero in there, which is better than, a level 13 hero or whatever they had prior. But the garrison is unfortunately still too big for us to handle. This is it right here. Given that all we have is this very beat up army led by Emperor Karl Franz. So we're kind of at a bit of an impasse here. We need to take this in order to finish them off, but we just don't have the strength right now. And because we have, vampire rebellions and stuff popping up, like these guys here, we can't risk just an all-out assault, kind of like a suicide rush on Drakenhof, because if that happens, we're literally without an army. So we just cannot risk it right now. We have to kind of bide our time. We do have quite a bit of money, though, as you can see, so it might be worth trying to build up another army to supplement this one, and hopefully we can press our advantage before these guys rebuild. Given that they're vampire counts, I don't think that's likely, though. They're the fastest troop recruiters in the game, so they certainly have an advantage on us. But anywho, before we dive in too deep today, I just want to remind you guys to hit that like button if you want to see more Total War Warhammer, whether it be this playthrough or another playthrough, or maybe some mods, I don't know, whatever you guys like. You can let me know in the comments, and then don't forget to subscribe as well. It's the best way to help the channel grow, and it's also the best way to follow along with this series or any other series on the channel you might be enjoying. So, so Treasurer Balthazar Gelt. And yeah, decisive defeat. It was very decisive. Our army was wiped out to the man. We do have this army here, though. We could try to make them a little bit more useful. Unfortunately, it looks like Averheim doesn't have any recruitment options, although we could change that. We certainly could. Yeah, let's do that. I have the money, so I may as well. That's only going to give me cavalry, though, but I don't like building barracks in capitals. I like building them in the little small ones where you can take full advantage of the slots. Let's see, that's not a terrible idea, and that might turn around the public order. How bad is the public order right now? So the military presence is 6 of the +5, so we would lose 1 if we move that army. If we did this, we would go from 1 to 2, so we would be at net 0. That seems like a good idea, then we wouldn't have to babysit that. And Wissenberg, what do you have for me? We could do a better, I was going to say stonecutter, but it's apparently a marble quarry. We could also try to sort out this mess of a town. I honestly just don't even know what to do with it. I need to get rid of that building still, but until the public order is completely sorted out, I'm a bit hesitant to, especially since this is accounting for 8 of that, so they would be losing public order if I changed it. I think we will go with this. And it looks like something in Nuln can still be built. Oh, that's this one, right. I just don't want to add any more here until I have this figured out. What are your other options here? Okay, so really nothing. I need to tear this down, and I will place. What are our other options? Probably like a Nuln cannon foundry, perhaps. That seems like it would be really useful, especially since we already have the artillery building there. And then I'll probably put down in the 5th slot like a, I don't know, probably the blacksmith / armory. And then in the final slot for each one, I like to do the walls to make the garrisons bigger and the walled settlements, because then the enemy just can't take any of your land. They have to literally starve you out, and it gives you like 20 turns to react to it. So it appears that we are out of moves. I'm gonna go ahead and end this turn. It looks like our research is almost complete, and I don't know if our allies are still on the move. Oh, they're raiding me. Okay, that's what that was. I guess I could try to run them off. Let's do it. I can't really risk these guys running around here. They're going to continue to get bigger the longer we wait. So let's see. I'm going to auto-resolve this. Hopefully the AI does better than I would have. Ooh, we just lost those halberdiers. That's unfortunate. And those Reichsguard. I need the leadership, I guess. Good. So we wiped that army out, which is nice. Gained a follower, but we did lose some units there, which is really unfortunate. Especially since we can't recruit Reichsguard yet. We just lost out on Reichsguard for a while. Okay, I want Karl to hit a little bit harder, I think. Actually, what's Foe Seeker? Oh, it just makes him faster, okay. No, I want him to hit harder. More damage and all that. Can we recruit anybody? Not through the local recruitment, so I think I'll hold off. That's really unfortunate, though. Actually, can you get some halberdiers? You can. That's really expensive. That's obscenely expensive. No thanks. I will wait. Okay, so it appears that the vampire counts were able to turn that 5-man army into a full stack within a single turn, so we are unfortunately going to lose Eschen here, and that's a real shame because we've invested quite a bit of money into it, but I don't really see an alternative. I'm going to auto-resolve this because there's just no way for us to win, so there's no real reason wasting your time with this one. So did we do any damage? It appears not. Oh, we did wipe out some fell bats, so there's that at least. So it would appear that our greatest fears have been realized. I'll show you what's happening in just a second here. But obviously that settlement was lost. Somebody tried to damage one of our buildings. Eilhart over in Reichland is being besieged. I'll show you that in a second. Let's see. We lose a little bit of public order, but we gain growth and lower recruitment costs. That could be really useful because we're going to need to recruit the hell out of some armies right now. So we're going to do that. Decisive defeat, obviously, and we lost our wine at Eschen. So, obviously you guys saw what happened there, but we now have the forces of chaos strolling into our kingdom, which is extremely bad for us, especially considering we have nobody over there to do anything about it. It looks like the dwarves and Kislev might go after them, but I am not going to hold my breath there. And then the Bretonnians have decided to stab me in the back, and they are besieging me on the east. I don't know that you can really do anything to us here. The garrison here is very, very good. Yeah, it's actually got you outnumbered, it looks like. That's 7, 14, 15. So, good luck there. I don't know if I can ride out, though, because that's only a garrison. Yeah, I don't know that I can attack him, unfortunately. So they're going to sit there and siege it for as long as they can. Oh, wow, that's really weak. 5 turns until they run out of supplies, 10 before they surrender. So that's absolutely terrible. I don't know how I'm going to get an army over there in time. I suppose I could bring up another lord over here and start throwing together another army. You are free, so I might go ahead and throw you in there. Although he's the Emperor's Eye. I don't want to waste the money on him, though. We're going to take you. So, let's start recruiting some men. I like halberdiers and handgunners, but are these guys that much better than these guys? Let's see, 40 armor. They have shields, so they're going to survive better against range units. The leadership is only about 4 points different. Speed's the same. They've got better melee attack. They have better melee defense. They have better weapon strength, but they have armor piercing, which is important to note. And let's see, they have a better charge bonus. So are these guys worth the extra 225 gold up front and 66 per turn? I'm honestly not convinced. I wish you could keep that up. Like, I want to see what that ability is. They do have an ability that they do not. It appears that the spearmen have it as well, so I imagine it's some sort of like charge bonus negator or something like that. But I think we're going to go with just swordsmen. They're cheap, and we can recruit quite a few of them. And then I think we'll go crossbows, and we're just going to try to spam out a fairly low tier army real quick, just to kind of react to us being under siege and all that. Grunberg, it looks like I can get some more public order here, so let's do that. Is that going to be enough? Oh, it's only 2, so it's not going to negate this penalty, unfortunately. But it will at least come close. What else can we do? There's not a whole lot, unfortunately. You guys are just kind of stuck babysitting, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. And that went down. That's actually not good at all. Shoot. What are you doing? Are you raiding me too? You better not be raiding me right now. No, actually Swartzhofen's a ruin, so it doesn't matter. This is really unfortunate, 'cause I don't have the men to take advantage of this situation one way or the other. Normally, you know, if this army was at full strength, I could hit the army here, crush their army, and then that would leave their castle undefended, minus the garrison, of course. Or I would hit this and take it, and leave them sort of without anywhere to defend other than this little village. But I don't have the strength to do either right now, so I'm not entirely sure what we should do. If I had any help from my allies here, we would be in decent shape, but it seems like the one ally, Karak Norn, is running around up north here, apparently chasing or pretending to chase chaos. It doesn't appear that they're ever going to catch them. Ostermark was completely and utterly destroyed last we saw. The vampire counts went up there and just like curb stomped them. And then our other allies, let's see, where are they? These guys, Karak Izor, don't seem to be all that willing to come help us out. Let's actually check out diplomacy again. And I would love to see what we can make of this. They're not that far off from declaring war on me, which makes me nervous. Ostland is pretty close to becoming an ally, but they just don't seem to be willing to take the extra step. And then, unfortunately, Bretonia being at war with us, I don't know how we're going to get out of this one. Yeah, they're not happy with us for whatever reason. They're honestly not that upset with me. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, minus 29 from the war that they declared. So it wouldn't really be that bad until they, you know, declared war. Apparently they don't like that I have treaties with certain people, but whatever. Yeah, all the Bretonians hate me. Pervon, would you be willing to turncoat for me? No, apparently not. Can you guys do something? I really, really need you to... Let's see, clear it, set new target right there. And then... Wait, who was that? You? Let's see, clear, set target. With Karak Norn, we want them going after Chaos. And then with you guys, I would love it if you could help me out over here. And then that appears to be our only options, really. Although the Border Princes might finally come around. No, apparently they won't. Estalia, maybe you guys? No. Yeah, you're not the Empire, because I'm the Empire. And let's see. They're surprisingly strong. They're the second strongest faction in the game right now, which is kind of odd. Even stronger than like some of the Chaos Aligned factions, which is kind of weird. I just don't know what to do about these guys. Well, I think that is the end of our turn, so let's go ahead and... Oh, we can build walls here, maybe. Sure, let's do that. Now we'll advance. Okay, so it looks like Ostermark has finally accepted my war target. Might be too little too late. Okay, apparently they're going after the Warriors of Chaos. That's awesome. And they're going after Drakenhof too, so they're taking on everybody. Foolish Vainglory. Do we want leadership or do we want recruitment costs down? I want recruitment costs down. Let's see. Okay, peace between them. Dmitry Tsaryov is probably... I was going to say from Kislev, but yeah, he's from Kislev. I'm not too worried about him. I think he's chasing chaos, or at least I hope he is. Our stables are done. Okay. So let's kind of take stock of the situation here. Was it you? Yeah, he's going after chaos. I don't mind him doing that. What's happening over here? What happened to the dwarves? I don't like that they just kind of vanished. It means they might have gotten just like destroyed. What's happening over here? Okay, still under siege. We got 9 turns before they lose. The issue though is 5 turns later they run out of supplies, and so they start taking attrition. So realistically the enemy could win that siege well before those 5 or those 9 turns. Give me some crossbowmen. And you guys just kind of have to hang out. I really can't afford to move you. This is still pretty low. Man, they've really got us on the ropes right now. I wasn't really expecting this. How is our growth doing here? Did they change this? Is this part of an update? I thought it used to be like a bar, and now it's apparently like... I don't like that. I don't think I like that at all. Before it was like a progress meter, and now it's just like a number. I don't like that. It'll be 575 next turn, or 580 next turn. So 2 turns until we hit pop 3. Yeah, I'd better leave this building here. I'm not going to upgrade it any further, but I'll leave it there. And let's see. Tempelhof, how are you doing? I can take this up a little bit higher, make some more money. That's a good idea. And this army, how is it doing? We're just so beat up. Just so beat up. And the fact that we lost some halberdiers and some Reichsguard is pretty crippling too, because those are really good units. I just wish I could deal with these Bretonians. I don't think they have another army. I think that's their only army. So if we can crush that one, I can realistically just send that army west, take Bretonians' land from them, and let that be that, not have to worry about them anymore. But we'll see if that's a possibility. Public order evening out yet? Let's see. Well, realistically, no. It's got to be more than +8 for me to be able to get rid of that. So I just don't know what to do. I need enough for this, so 3,000. Okay, well, we'll have to hold out for a while on that. Let's see. You're just hanging out right here. Could you go harass somebody for me? Yeah, I need you up here. And we're gonna go mess with these guys, I think. Let's see if we can make some headway on that front. And I suppose that's all we can really do, so let's go ahead and move on forward again. I'm hoping one more turn here to get this army up to full strength. We'll probably do like 2 more swordsmen and 2 cavalry of some kind, and then we're going to send them over here to wipe these guys out. They do have quite a few heroes, so that makes me a bit nervous, but I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. They've apparently lost some men. They had 12, they're down to 10 now. But yeah, we've got 4 more turns until they run out of supplies, so I'm hoping that we can finish this in 2 turns. So, things are looking pretty grave for us, unfortunately. Apparently the Greenskins confederated with the Bloody Spears. Templehof is under siege by the Vampire Counts. I'll show you guys that in a second. And we failed our mission to raid Averland. Apparently Averland is gone, maybe? I honestly don't know, or maybe we just took too long. No, they're still there, so we just took too long. Let's see. I honestly don't know what to do here. Iron Mine. Could take that up to there. That's not such a bad idea. I'd love to get walls on all these settlements as soon as we can, because things are heading downhill quickly. Both the Kislevite and Dwarf armies that were up here were wiped out. Like, to the last man, gone by these two here. So these guys are a little bit weakened right now, but all of their opposing forces are gone, so they have pretty much clear shot on Wurtbad and, you know, like the heart of the Empire, really. So it's looking a bit scary right now. We're going to have to figure something out very soon. I'm actually going to take some spearmen just to mix it up here, and then the knights take 2 turns. That's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. We've got the time, though. So what I'll do is I'll take some spearmen, and I don't know what else. We'll take 2 more of something else while these guys recruit next turn. How much time do we have on this? 8 turns until we lose completely, but how many? Well, it's counting 2 then, so it's been, what? So 3 left, I guess? 3 before they start starving? I don't know. I think it's about 3. Anywho, chaos is wrecking everybody's shit right now, and I honestly don't know what to do. Anyways, let's go back over here. And, oh, sorry, too far. So we are under siege by this little army here with like 3 guys in it. But more importantly, this army here. Apparently he vetoes this. He's not consenting to this siege, but I don't think he really has a choice. Can you perhaps do something to this army? Assassinate. If you took him out, that would be a pretty good blow to them. Assaulting a unit, I don't know if that's going to be all that helpful. If we could like poison the provisions and damage all of them across the board, that'd be great, but that's not in this game, so let's go for the assassination on their main lord. Failed, of course. Well, that makes this difficult. If I try to ride out, apparently we can win this pretty handily. I am not going to fight this one, though. I don't have the guts to fight this one. We will definitely not do as well as the AI here. So, I'm going to let the AI handle this, and hopefully this can turn the tide against the vampires. If we can get this war over with, we can focus on chaos and maybe turn things around here. If we can't, I don't see us coming out on top of this, but we're certainly going to try. So, auto-resolve. Completely destroyed. We lost 300 men in the process, but it doesn't look like anybody took too much damage, so we didn't lose any units, fortunately. That's not a whole lot of money, so let's take the leadership. And if I have to, I'll run down one of the armies and try to crush them. Mine Red is dead. We gained the Fencer's Blade and an Agitator. We already have a better weapon, though, so that's fine. Let's see. You've got a lot of movement left, so we're going to chase them down, I think. And yeah, I want you to continue to hit harder. So, Carl, slaughter these guys. Put them down. Hopefully we didn't lose too many men there. We shouldn't have lost any. Yeah, perfect. Really, we only deployed 707? Okay. Well, I guess we did have the garrison on our side, that's right. So he's killed in battle. Another Fencer's Blade. And, oh, it reinforced with the other army, so we actually managed to take them both. That's interesting. I'm actually going to go for it. I'm going to take Eschen again. And if I have to, I'll burn it to the ground. I definitely don't mind doing that. Yeah, let's just slaughter him real quick. Sorry for no actual battles here, but these just don't seem like they're worth fighting. And the big one, I know I couldn't have done that well with it. It would have been too clunky to handle that many units all at once. Are we going to level up? Not quite. And what do we want to do with it? We can raise it, we can sack it, we can occupy it. Honestly, we can't defend too much more land. I'm going to burn it to the ground. We got something there. I didn't see what it was. Oh no, we can't move any further. We're going to take some attrition here, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. I might just continue to press south, though, and go after these guys. I honestly don't know if we have enough for that siege, but we might just kind of go all out and try. Let's take a quick look over here and just make sure everything's sorted out, because we are definitely out of time. So, are we ready for the next episode? Yeah. Everything is ready to go here. I'm going to maybe upgrade a building or two, and then we'll call it a day. And when we come back in the next episode, I'll have advanced the turn. So we'll take City Watch. The moot will be fully garrisoned and fully walled, which I love because I don't have to worry about defending cities like that. Unless they roll at me with a fairly large army like they're doing. Actually, even a 10-man army. The issue with stuff like this is they can wait me out. That's the only issue, because they can't win this fight and they know it. So they're going to try to starve me, but you know, I've got plenty of time to muster an army and run over there. Let's see. I don't think we have any other upgrades available to us, so we'll save this money for, you know, anything we might need in the next turn. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and break it off here. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a pretty hectic time playing some Total War Warhammer with you guys. Things are definitely looking rough for the future, but it's not completely lost yet. We can certainly turn this around. Things aren't going absolutely terrible quite yet, so we might be able to make something out of this. We'll certainly see. But anyways, thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.